What's going on, you guys? This is NNG Basis Simba 94, or Josh, coming at you with my first ever zombies video for my new channel. And how I'm going to start off this channel today is by going over my 5 favorite locations for what I consider my better strategy to do in zombies, which is camping. I know there's the 2 main strategies, which is training and camping, which I do train some, but I just find camping to be more easy for the style of zombies I like to play, which is just loading down on like LMGs or assault rifles and just staying put and shooting everything in front of you. So I'm going over what my 5 favorite locations to do that are today. Now, what I deem a good camping location is somewhere where you can have your back up against a wall, or somewhere that there's like a door right up against your back to where if you have to escape you can. And these are just the 5 best locations I think you have to do that in Black Ops 3 Zombies. And all of them have either easy escape or there's just one place for the zombies to come in to get you. So you have no choice but to shoot everything in front of you, and it's usually really well at getting to high rounds. So today we're going to be going over all 5 of those, plus I have 3 honorable mentions on this list for that as well. So altogether there's going to be 8 spots talked about in Black Ops 3 Zombies. So coming in at number 5 we have Kino der Toten, which is the dressing room right next to the stage. Now there's 2 ways you can do this camping spot, and in this video footage right here I have the first way, which is to just point horde all the way up as much as you can until you can go get the rest of the map opened up and get the power turned on from the other side. So what I normally do is I usually just turn on some fire sales and get all my guns that I want set up and just point horde here for the first 15 to 20 rounds, and then I go open up the rest of the map, get my guns papped, and then come back here and just camp as long as I can until I have to just go start training. And the reason I love this spot so much is just because the zombies can only come at you one way, which is right in front of you. And once you have the power turned on, you can actually use the trap that's right in front of you if you need a break. So you can just take a minute, because those traps work for usually about a minute or so. And all you need to do is just shoot in front of you, and whenever the zombies drop power-ups, that helps tremendously. You can go for dozens and dozens of rounds using either method, whether it's just the unpapped weapons, no power, or with the power you can just go and go and go until finally you have to open the door behind you. And that's the only downside about this spot, is the chance of accidentally opening the door behind you if you get backed up against it and you're in the middle of reloading and you accidentally hold your reload button too long and it just opens up the door behind you. So that's why I've put this at number 5. Alright, and coming in at number 4 would be the bar or the bootlegger room, depending on which version of Verrückt you're using. Now, the reason I've selected this spot for this top 5 camping spots is because it is so easy to just put yourself up against this back wall and just shoot forward, because the only way those zombies can get to you is through that doorway, which most people consider to be a useless door, but I actually really enjoy this spot just because you can set yourself up in here, turn on your wall power, gobble gums, your crate powers, and just pap your guns. I like to use the bootlegger that's in here just because it shoots fast, it reloads fast. You can buy the ammo for it right there and never have to leave this spot, and you can just go and go and go for up until the 50s without any kind of issues, until you have to double pap your weapon or start turning on the power vacs that you see I have on here, just because I was trying to make it easy for this video footage. And the reason this spot is just so easy is just because you can just use your Wonder Waffles, your LMGs, the bootlegger, and just shoot in front of you. Anytime you have a break, you can shoot out the window to the right, and it's just easy and easy and easy to just unload on the zombies coming through that doorway. Alright, and now it's time for our first honorable mention, which is going to be in Nacht der Untoten. It's going to be this little corner next to the mystery box. Now, the reason I'm only using this as an honorable mention is because it sometimes does take some training, because if you're just waiting on a crate power, you have to train the zombies until you hit the box enough to where you have the weapon of choice that you want to pap. So the reason that I haven't actually put this as just a normal camping spot is because you have to train some with it, and also there's a few too many ways the zombies can get to you, because there's the 3 windows in the room plus the doorway to the right. So it just makes it very hard to stay there for the high rounds. You can stay there till about 14 or 15, then you have to leave. Alright, and coming in at number 3, what is the OG camping spot for all of zombies. I remember back when World at War came out, and this was the spot you and one other friend or 2 other friends, if you were playing online, could just stand up here and just stay. And this is the only strategy that was really there for this map at the time, and it's still used really well today. I can just set up with my weapons, get my Dingo, my KN-44 all papped, and just stay here until round 60-70 with no problems before having to just go start training or running around a little bit. And just running power vac and your gobble guns that get you papped weapons, it just makes this camping spot just so OP. And it's just so much fun to just stay up there and just camp in that back corner and just shoot all the zombies coming at you. Okay, now it's time for another honorable mention, which is on Shi No Numa. It's this under spawn. There's this little cave type 3-walled area of the basement that you can just camp at, and you can shoot zombies coming from the middle, the right, and the left. The only reason I didn't actually put it on the list is because you have multiple directions that the zombies are coming from, so it's not necessarily ideal, but it's still great. Okay, and coming in at number 2 is also going to be Shi No Numa. It's this corner door under spawn that leads to the storage area. Now, I just recently started using this strategy a little while back, and I've fallen in love with it. It's made me want to play Shi No Numa most of the time just because of how fun it is. Just getting a PEP PPSH and just unloading on all the zombies coming at you from around the corner and that window that's straight ahead of you. Now, the reason that I'm still allowing this on this list, even though there's a couple ways the zombies can come at you, is because if you set yourself up right in the position, they all look like they're coming from the same direction, which is extremely ideal for what you need to do to get these zombies killed. And the reason I have it so high on the list is because this is one of the few spots that has an easy escape route, which is the door to the storage area, as long as you keep it shut until you absolutely need it to. Now, the only reason that this could become a problem is if you get a teddy bear in the box and you really need to get to the box and get more weapons, and it spawns over there, then that's just going to ruin that plan. Same as if Jug were to spawn over there, it would just cause a big damper on any plans if you aren't running Perkaholic or Fire Sales or any of that. Alright, now it's time for the final honorable mention, which is the Pack-a-Punch platform on the Giant or Der Riese. Now, this is just a fun place to point whore in the early rounds. It's not ideal for the later rounds just because of all the ways the zombies come at you, but it's still fun during the early rounds. Okay, and now it's time for the number 1 spot on this list, which is, of course, the Catwalk on the Giant or Der Riese. Now, the reason this is number 1 to me is just because this is one of the OG camping spots of Call of Duty Zombies. You can go up here and just camp for... I've seen people go over 100 rounds just camping up here with a few friends, or even by themselves, just running power vacs and fatal contraptions and all of that you need to just stay up here and just go and go and go. Now, another reason why this spot is so perfect is because there's 2 ways to escape. You can either go out the window to the left or over the railing to the right, and it is just a perfect spot to just set yourself up and camp. Another good thing about it is if you for some reason get a fire sale, if you're out of ammo, there's a box right behind you, so you can change weapons so easily if the box is active right behind you. It's just a perfect spot to set up and just stay for hours and hours and still be having fun the entire time. And that has been my top 5 favorite camping spots in Black Ops 3 Zombies, as well as a few honorable mentions that I still enjoy doing in early rounds or just to get some points. All in all, I love using the camping strategy. Maybe in a later video I'll go over my favorite spots to train for the few times I do start training. And if there's any kind of videos you guys want to see me start doing, I'm new to doing gaming YouTube, but I want to do as much as I can to make this an actual fun thing for me and anyone that decides to watch. So I hope you guys all have a great day, and if you want to, give a like and a subscribe, and I'll be posting more in the future. Thank you guys, and have a blessed day.